Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to another analysis video. On the agenda tonight we have Dokken, and this is an interesting video just because it's not with the original singer Don Dokken, but Jeff Pilson, who's going to be singing this Dokken track. And this kind of links into a video that I did about Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora singing and kind of comparing their voices. So this was going to be a little interesting link to that, and just got lucky I did a cover of a while ago, so I'll include that version in the description below as well if you guys want to check that out. But let's get this up on screen and have a little look at how Jeff gets on singing Just Got Lucky by Dokken. Okay, so halfway through the first verse and already it's epic. In terms of the clarity of Jeff's vocals, the quality of the vocal as well, the backing harmonies as well, spot on, and obviously George Lynch just nailing the intro riff as well. So already this is an amazing, really surprisingly good version. Wanted you for myself, my first mistake. Finding out the hard way was all that I could take. You were just using someone. I was the one who said you just got lucky. I believed your telling lies. You just got lucky. And I know that the audio quality on this isn't amazing, but you can still hear that it's a really cut back acoustic version. In terms of Jeff's got nowhere to hide vocally. Sometimes when you're playing in a full band setup and the electric guitars are kind of roaring and you've got a thick bass line and everything has got a bit of reverb on, including the vocals, maybe a bit of delay on there as well, and you can get away with having a really kind of wet sound, as it's called, having lots of effect on the vocal as well, which can kind of help the voice fill a stadium or an arena. In these kind of performances, when it's live and stripped back, you just hear the voice for what it is. And Jeff's voice is really impressive here, as well as the backing vocals. This is a really surprisingly good version. And I'd say it's kind of on par with the original. I know that it's an acoustic version, but certainly vocally, the harmonies and everything, and this is live. And this is really, really amazingly good, just kind of watching it. It's really surprising how good this is. Just like that with Jeff, just a little quick throwaway line that he's just edited the original vocal just with his own little interpretation of it is really cool. Imagination gets away. Just got lucky. I believe you're love about this is before in the video when it went over to George, you could see him smiling because he's really enjoying the performance. Not something that happens all the time with George when he's playing live, but they're really enjoying this performance. You can tell that they're having a great time doing it because everything's so spot on, and Jeff is so on the button vocally. It's really amazing. I just keep saying that it's amazing because it's one of those things that when you watch a band and it's not the original singer doing the lead vocal, you think maybe it's going to sound like a watered down version, but this really stands up to the original. And some people might say it's better than the original, but I'll leave that for the kind of hardened Dokken fans. I'd say that this is kind of on par, just to kind of be diplomatic about it, but it's really, really impressive stuff. And just that solo from George, if you know the original track, you'll know that that is all totally different to what's on the recorded track. So some really great extemporizations and kind of changes to the original solo that he played on the record. And I don't know why the video went in slow motion, because I kind of wanted to see George just playing away on his guitar, and it's a really clean kind of cut back tone. There's a little bit of effect on there, but really nice, clean, and it really fits this acoustic version of the song. Even though it's still an electric guitar sound, he's really dialed it back so that it sits in well with this kind of acoustic sound. So yeah, really impressive stuff. I'll leave the link to this video in the description below. It's really worth watching the whole way through. Really impressive version, this. Jeff Pilson definitely gets a double thumbs up for being the Dokken vocalist. I'm sure Don Dokken would be a little bit worried if he kind of heard this, because maybe Jeff should have had more time up front. But again, that's something to discuss. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about Jeff's singing and also George's playing. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next one. Rock!